to install a handrail in your stairwell? Well, in this video, I'll walk you through all of the steps that I follow in order to get this job done. Let's jump right in. The first thing you need to figure out is how high your handrail is going to go. And a word of caution here, make sure you figure out whatever your local code requirements are and follow that. Now with these handrails, it is incredibly important that you get them anchored into a stud anywhere that you can going up the stairwell. This brings me to my sponsor for this video, which is the Wallabot. The Wallabot DIY2 is the only radar-based visual stud finder that you're gonna find on the market. I love this thing. Once you have the Wallabot app installed on your phone, power on your Wallabot with the button on the bottom. The Wallabot connects to your phone via Wi-Fi. Once connected, you'll need to calibrate the Wallabot on your wall, which is one of the best advantages of this tool because the Wallabot is learning what's behind your wall. No other stud finder does this. Now I always start in image mode because it'll give you a picture of what's behind the wall. As you move your Wallabot across the wall, you'll notice that it will show you where the studs are, it'll show you where pipes or wires are. Make sure you mark the wall in a visual way so you know where you can and can't drill. As I find studs, I mark that with green tape. That tells me visually that it's a safe place for me to drill. Now my Wallabot found nothing but studs across this entire section, and I actually know that to be true about this wall. There are no wires or pipes behind it. If I did find one, I would have marked it with a piece of black tape so I know not to drill there. Now you can also scan in expert mode, which gives you that radar view behind the wall. So you can see what it looks like when I scan the areas where I found the studs in expert mode. If you ever encounter a situation where it says there might be an object there or it flashes or flickers, you can use the expert mode to determine whether or not you should stay away from that area of the wall. So I'm installing a pipe railing, and if you've never installed one of these, there's one thing you need to know. Before you install this on the wall, you need to put it together. If you try to put the bracket up against the wall and then screw the pipe in and move all the way up the wall, you're gonna run into problems. So make sure, like I did last night, that you pre-assemble this railing. I like to hold the railing up against the wall in order to figure out exactly where I need it to be height-wise. Once I have it in the right locations, I will use my pencil to trace the holes inside those mounting brackets so I know exactly where I need to drill. I like to start by putting one of the anchors in the middle section of where that railing is going to hang. That helps me get my ends in place without having to get one end in place and then run up the stairs and grab the other end and try and get it in the right spot. Now my end pieces I will be able to put into studs themselves, which is great, but my middle section right here, it's nowhere near a stud. So I'm going to be using self-drilling drywall toggle anchors in order to provide the hold that I need in the center section here. For the locations where you're going to be drilling into a stud, make sure you pre-drill your holes. Then once you have your holes drilled, you can rotate the railing on that first anchor that you put in the middle, line it up, and put all of your screws in. Now that we have the railing in, we can remove all of our tape off the wall. I really think that these pipe railings make the stairwell look super nice, and it's a much safer place as well. Hey, while you're here, check out one of these two videos, and until the next time, keep doing it yourself.